vital to the survival of you all. Or so much nonsense like that. Okay, now, from what I understand, and I've not located any source material for this yet, um, apparently word was going around that Anita Dobson said something in an interview along the lines of she had done scenes with David Tennant. And that's what's causing this whole debacle with Tennant, quote unquote, returning again in the series. And as far as I know, I have not seen anything to substantiate that. So, also, haven't we done the Tennant comeback thing now enough? Ugh. It's like he's become a squatter in the TARDIS. It's like, ugh. But what can you say? With this show, anything's possible. But seriously, I really don't want to see David Tennant become a crutch, because the poor guy is doing other stuff, that he likes to do, and yeah, well, that's what I think. I'm thinking, from what I'm hearing, I got to read this other article that he's pretty much said his doctor is done. But then again, you got Moffat saying, "Well, they've not contacted me about writing any more Doctor Who." And meanwhile, I've heard he's got at least 2 episodes in the pipeline. I'm not sure if he has any royalty, type thing with the BBC. I'll have to go check that, to be honest with you. Um, but still, it's like, what are we going to do? Start pulling back Tennant every time, we start running out of ideas, or... Yeah, like I said, as far as I know, this is all a rumor. It was just started by someone supposedly said that, yeah, Anita Dobson had said something about doing scenes with David Tennant. And the thing is, I haven't seen the interview. I haven't seen anything substantiate that. So we're going to leave that on the rumor pile as of this moment. I kind of don't like the bi-generation idea. I'm going to agree. Like I said, I know a lot of people, is dug it, but I'm not going to go crazy, though, and declare it woke, woke, sympathetic, virtue signaling nonsense, blah, blah, blah. But sorry, I just did not sleep well last night. I even woke up early this morning, so this is going to be an interesting day. Because I'm, So like I said, I don't like it, because now he's just hanging around in the shadows. Oh, look, I'm hanging out with the nobles. Ugh. Yeah, I was not a fan of the whole... Like I said, though, I'm dying laughing, though, because there's just as many rants and raves going on right now, if not more, because there's other people trying to hop on the bandwagon. And they're clearly not Whovian, so I'm like, where's your dog in this fight? Why are you doing this? Other than to get viewers. It makes absolutely no sense why people are so concerned about a show that they don't watch it. And I just saw a recent picture of Billy Piper, and I hate to say this, but bleh. What the hell was that look? I'm not kidding. I was like, the hair color didn't work. It looks like she's had her lips injected. And if I didn't swear any better, I have to go back and check. Just maybe it's for makeup, but it made her look like she had a nose job done. And I'm like, it took me a second to realize that this was Billie Piper. Ugh. Yeah, my whole sleep schedule is gone. Okay, like I said, I was up like almost an hour before the alarm clock this morning, so I'm going to be a cheerful soul today. Yeah, I haven't read that particular article yet, but he has every right to talk about it because it was completely unnecessary. It was unfounded. And it's like, how dare you? Well, so far, the only one we have confirmed is the Sea Devil spinoff, and we haven't seen any filming for it yet. They were talking about a Unit spinoff, and it's beginning to make me wonder if the BBC, yanked the rug from underneath them. Because we're talking about having this big, wide cinematic universe like Marvel has with blah, blah this, blah, blah that. And it's like, now we've got 8 episodes on the main show, and so far nothing else has been filming that we know of. So it makes me wonder just what is going on. We do know that Ncuti Gatwa is now tied to another project, but we already knew that was going to happen because that's why they filmed his first 2 series back to back, was because he had some other stuff he wanted to get done before he came back for series 3. But the thing is, from what I'm hearing, I think he had to hire a protective detail, and I got to go check into that some more too before I go crazy about it, because of all the bullshit going on. Hell, it's gotten sad here. It's like George Orwell's 1984 is coming to pass, and it's just coming to pass a little later than he anticipated. I'm not kidding. It's just going nuts. Not with Doctor Who. I mean, with the world in general, especially here in the U.S. My God. The thing is, we're not sure exactly, because I've not heard anything about what type of contract Ncuti has or anything like that. I know, far as I know, Jodie Whittaker was the first one to sign a multi-year. Everyone else who played the Doctor in the modern era before this point was signed on for a year with an option to pick up. And of course, Eccleston did not do that. But Smith and Tennant and Capaldi did for a bit. And I know there's still a lot of stories going on with what went on with Capaldi, and I don't know the full story on that either, but for what Chibnall was saying later, he wanted Capaldi to hang around for a bit before he switched over. And that's another thing that kind of threw the spanner in the works. But, like I said, that's Peter's decision. I'm not going to go nuts on it or anything like that. Okay, don't anticipate any crossovers or anything like that with Disney and all that, because remember, here's the thing: a lot of people are saying, no, Disney did not buy the rights, nor did they have any ownership of Doctor Who. They have a license to distribute the show on Disney Plus. They have no ownership over it at all. No, nothing. It's still, in the hands of the BBC, but it's now being co-produced by Bad Wolf. And of course, as Nerdrotic likes to say, funded by Disney. Yeah, that's why he was hanging out with Gina Carano. Here's a guy that I know of that was attacking Whitaker, and I can't remember who else. I'll have to go back and check my files just to be sure. And now, he's posing with big smiles with Gina Carano, Gina Carano, sorry, who just happened to be one of the biggest, strongest, female characters in Star Wars at one point. She was getting her own series. Rangers of the Republic, I believe it was. And then, of course, she said something on Twitter that a bunch of people did not like, and then she was fired, and then they canned the whole series, canceled the run of her action figure, amongst other things. And that was a strong female lead character. Yeah, she was going to be the lead in Rangers of the Republic. Cara Dune, I believe, was the name of the character. Yeah, that's who the whole series, Rangers of the Republic, was going to be based around. And that's why it went... Well, here's the thing. I think she does have the right to sue Disney. Because firing her for something she said, no matter how moronic it was, because I can't even remember for sure what it was, but apparently it pissed some people off. That's a blatant violation of your First Amendment rights in the United States of America. And that's been going on way too much lately, where if somebody says something and your company dislikes it, and if it's, I'm not saying, just say it's just something moronic, no hate speech or anything like that, they can fire you because it wasn't popular in the court of public opinion. Now, if you said you wanted to go out and do this to somebody or massacre some people, okay, I can understand why you would be fired. But if you say something that just a handful of people disagree with, and it's not threatening, it's not, saying you want something done to someone or anything like that, then you have every right to say it, no matter how moronic it sounds. Otherwise, why the hell do we even have a Bill of Rights in this country? Well, I got to get going, folks. I just looked at the time. Be kind, be calm, be safe, everybody. Take care of yourselves out there. We'll see you all on the flip side. Have a great Thursday. Until we see you again tomorrow morning. This is Dr. Freedom from the parking lot, signing off at an amazing 32 degrees Fahrenheit.